actually really cool. Ah, that's the hair I had. I think this hair actually looks kind of cool.
Importantly, maybe only about 15 seconds before Team Secret gets a sniff of this.
Yeah, it's going to be that all-in or nothing towards the Z side, but Jesse Vash was ready for the initial hit. The second one as well. Oh, and then the third! Oh, Jeremy from the other side, too. Everything that RQ tried just got shut down.
Yeah, just ready for the fact that if I die in the site, it is whatever, but I'm taking down whoever comes in with me because there isn't much time. And Team Secret already, more so than before, they used to just go for jump peaks and info through util, but now with this composition change, now with that Vice, and with the current meta, they're understanding, okay, we gotta push out for that information. We heavy invested into Rubble, but we don't want to get caught with just everybody locked in there, so let's re-clear B. If they push back into Rubble, we just go for a re-clear on A. I love the proactivity from Secret in this map.
So much. Just taking B as well, creates a little bit more pressure on both sides of the map because then you can pivot back and forth, but we shall see how RRQ kind of adjusts. Buying back up. This time, the Vice set up closer on towards the A site.
It's a full send with a showstopper, and Team Secret reads it. They're already way outside of sight. They'll even try to delay it with the Razor Vines, and that's really just buying time for the rotations. Look at them holding the line at Stairs and Blue Room, so they can all start to launch their retake one at a time. Jeremy hanging back to see if there's going to be any lurks. We'll see exactly how he chooses to break out of it. Monyet takes a lot of damage.
Trying to back off and stay away from him. Oh, the Razor Vine almost ticking away at him, but still able to hold his ground.
Yeah, but they see that the shear wall was triggered off of that gunfire, so they should expect someone in that smoke where Monyet is.
Onto the side, though. Bit from the drop. 2G with the spams will take down Jemkin, and that's Monyet down as well. Xferro on towards the other end, but unfortunately not quite able to hold 2GE. Able to sneak in the site and take down 3 players to his name, Team Secret. Another round under their belt.
Really, really good read on the round. You recognize the showstopper and you say, okay, if there is Rubble pressure at all, we just back out of there. We don't want to get caught by this rush. They actually give up so much more space than usual, right? Sometimes you want to say, well, maybe we want to hold on to Heaven at the very least, but they say, no, give them everything. We stand by Stairs and Blue Room by the baby door. And then we start to launch, and that way we can get a 3-pronged retake, and they're able to just distract everyone where it's really just turning down into 1v1s.
That's Team Secret having done their prep work. I haven't really seen this map from them so far, but right now, showing off the meta comp, the setups that they've got, it all works out beautifully.
And you've got that Steel Garden as well in the hands of Envy. Team Secret looking primed to get close, one step closer to that map point, already at 10.
And that's going to be everything that Team Secret says to RQ right now, though.
Yeah, RQ, they've read this against Gen G as well. Jemkin once again ready for it. He is going to get out, but a little bit trapped. See if he's able to make it out without extra scratches.
Okay for now, we're okay. Still on the other parts of the map, I mean, just watching for potential push-outs from Team Secret.
And the extra smokes, the one way's coming back out on C as well, just to force RQ's hand away from that side. But then you have Razor Vines to really delay on A, so the only thing you're worried about is going to be that B site. 2 members already waiting by from Team Secret. They're even calling backup in the form of Jeremy over through Waterfall. So RQ, bit of a Hail Mary, going to be a full send, but it's going to be the Guardian all alone on the A side. To be honest, not really sure about the weapon choices here, but Estrella, if he can get a pick, it would be huge. Looks like that's exactly what plan is, a long-range pressure. Meanwhile, a creep in, but Wild Oreo, he reads it, he chooses to run away. Great movement, he's just isolating them one by one on a staggered retreat. And you just cannot break through the defense.
Continue to peek into me, says Wild Oreo. But now as the spike gets tapped, tries to go for that spam. Jemkin not quite found.
Yeah, spike planted, sure you have that, but it's got to be much better shots right now. Jemkin, he's got to get at least one. Estrella still alive, but there's just too many members for the Guardian. He tries to flick all the way around, but 3 members still left alive, and right there, that mover for Wild Oreo, that's one of the reasons why some of us were so excited to see him enter last year. Making that smart choice of saying, yeah, I could take out a lot because of the weapon advantage, but just saying, you know what? I have the positional advantage. I can retreat. They're going to have to continue chasing me if they want to take my weapon, and then it's just going to turn to 1v1s around the corner. Look at him just being well aware after that flash saying, okay, you want to fight me? Go again. And then he isolates the third one. It's just really, really calculated.
Such a cool micro play from the guy himself, of course. And I mean, the whole round just truly takes Team Secret one step closer to the edge, and RRQ's attack is about to break now. The timeout being called, a last-ditch effort, but you know, Team Secret 11 points now on the scoreboard.
Both timeouts being used by RRQ, none by Team Secret. That has to sting just a bit. I mean, sure, RRQ, they accept the fact that they've already shown their Lotus quite a bit of it as well against Gen G. A lot of the set plays, a lot of their default setups, a lot of how they trade, but at the same time, you know, Coach Ewok, he's been trying to build up this team, and then you have Warbirds coming over from Team Secret himself. He knows how these players like to act. He knows how these players like to prep, and yet, perhaps anti-prep Team Secret once again in the lower bracket. They're looking very, very sturdy right now in this map of Lotus.
Just so darn good. You know, RQ, it was a nice little attempt, right? Not quite sure what it was with the stray on that Guardian on towards A. He did fire off a shot. Team Secret to hold all of it off. I mean, 3 of the players on the team are definitely just putting up huge numbers right now. Envy, 2GE, you know, a little bit from Wild Oreo too, but Jesse Vash keeping up there with them.
So now, last-ditch effort with the rifles. The credit's not quite there for RRQ, so if you give up map point, you might as well kiss this map goodbye. Of course, the Pearl looked very good from RRQ, so this being Secret's pick, RRQ, they should still be able to hold their heads high going into map 2, but you would like to get maybe a bit more. It's not map point just yet. You don't want to give up. That's how Gen G were able to overcome RRQ. So RRQ, they need to take something from that book, take a leaf out of it, and say, okay, we can also try to climb back in, make sure we win on our own terms.
For sure. We need to show quite a bit more, but right now, starting things off a little bit slow, close towards the A side. All advice util.
Look at this prep, though. It might even be a double swing off of this util. Look at where the arc rose is. They do notice it, so RQ's ready for it. Trying to go. They're going to just try to jump all the way over it together. It's 3 people already in the site, 1 already in tree as well. So good positioning from RQ, but we've seen this before. Team Secret, they've given up that A site before, and they do have that seal guarded. We'll see if RQ can get ahead of it.
Need to try it
Oh,
anyway,
that's...
but
everybody, that range so big. Weapon advantage here for Team Secret. They're trying to make the timing work for them. There's a seize to delay, trying to get their rifles back. It's back now, coming in from Cushy. Gets 1 kill, delays him. Waiting for the peek out from Monyet. There's the trade. Monyet good for 3. Holds on to tree. 2GE. No audio, but he's still got his crosshairs trained. He eventually gets taken out by Jemkin. And what a seize from Cushy to hold on to the site.
I gotta note as well, I mean, the siege was great, but then the Nightfall sent out at just the right time, too. Allows for them to swing out. Team Secret, unfortunately, not quite able to hold off against those peaks. And it's just great plays, great shots coming out from RRQ, right? Quickly, you know, cutting off noise. Team Secret were still, you know, being proactive outside of 2GE, just peeking out just to get further information. They quickly rotated on over, but thanks to that siege, thanks to the plays from Cushy, RRQ kept yet another.
But after a round like that, you got to give the respect to RRQ.
Yeah, hence 3 players further up in 4 positions around A now, but RQ then kind of pulls out another play out of their playbook closer towards B.
And this should be meant to be a bit of a faster round, looking at where the shear wall is from RRQ. You're just afraid of that flank around. You are meant to hit this B site, but can they get through it safely? 2 members in through the Razor, finds a peek out, but he's just getting seized again. Can't quite get past the smoke. Monyet with a good trade as well. Blue room cleared. Boombot's gonna open the way for Jemkin. Position pretty decent for RQ, but more importantly, only 2 members left alive for Team Secret.
At this point, might be a save as well. Gonna have to. 2 on 5, and RQ really has everything under lock and key.
I think there's a consideration for a timeout here, just because really, both these rounds are getting shut down by the 1 player, Cushy, on the side of RQ. The timings he's taking with that utility, with the ult, with his own peaks, it has really shut down, and it just seems to tell you that Cushy individually, whether the team all has it or not, has the read on the timings and the styles that Team Secret has been taking, the risks they've been taking on when they want to strike back. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it. Obviously, the consideration being RQ doesn't have any more timeouts. You want to give them time to reset as well.
Yeah, so definitely need to consider, if you do want to take that timeout. But, maybe some other options, right, to really delay as much as possible and come in regrouped just to avoid Cushy's seizes and whatnot. Those ultimates right now are also getting cycled up, so there is still an opportunity for Team Secret. Waldorio, one away from the Viper's pit.
I mean, this is still Team Secret's game to lose, for sure. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But it is going to be that timeout. Because now you're noticing we got to change a bit of our habits. Whatever the setups aren't really the problem, but it's how we're reacting to RQ's pacing. RQ now is actually not playing their own game, but they're saying, okay, you want to peek out, you want to try to get these cheeky kills, you want to try to delay, then we'll just delay you with that seize, with that fade utility. None of it being used early on the rubble fight. None of it being used to take control of C Mound. That's something that Team Secret will want to talk about during this timeout.
Yeah, we'll see really what they're gonna kind of adjust and switch around. They are, 2 rounds away from closing out the first map. But that's it. This timeout also is an opportunity for RQ to cook further recipes up for the rest of the map. And that's why it's always tricky to call a timeout, closer to this point of the whole map.
Yeah, most importantly, obviously trying to cool off Cushy as well. Try to get him to second guess himself. Maybe the coach is second guessing themselves too. Ewok also talking passionately during that timeout. I was curious if they'll start to hit Seaside again just because they've left it empty for the past couple rounds. Seems to be the call. Now with the half buy coming in from Team Secret, not everyone able to afford a buy up. They are just going to go for a full stack on A, and RQ, they should have the read if they just stick true to their read at the beginning of the round.
Trying to hold on to that. Estrella, though, does have quite a bit on his shoulders as the sole lurker on towards the other side. Trying to create a little bit of presence at least to keep these players invested. Prowler sent out.
That's enough information. That's more than you needed, because the thing is, you heard the Razorvine, then you heard the Prowler come out, then you saw them starting to encroach onto Rubble. So he makes the call for his team to say, we just got to go into Seaside. They've taken over Rubble, but we're not prepped to fight it. And if I get pressured, that's another gun given over.
Yeah, so keeping it safe for now. You might be able to flood on through, get the spike down, but then you also got to watch out for Team Secret, right? Waldorio one away from the Viper's pit. Showstopper on the side of Jeremy as well. There is a potential retake here.
Yeah, the Showstopper's a real big one. Curious to see if Jemkin pushes out, tries to get ahead of it, try to get him on that jump. A lot of raised players trying to counter each other with that. The paranoia, that should let you know that they want to push through. Jemkin just trying to hold them off with the blast back. He saw it getting popped, and he's actually just going to get away. But what happened? Xfero dies to his own Razorvines. A little bit of a mishap there, trying to escape from his own utility. Monyet holding close. He's trying to shut down the Showstopper. It gets shut down in the smoke. Now the entry, wide exposed. Monyet taking an off-angle position once again with the shorty. They don't hear it. No, they do. He notices it. Monyet catches 2GE on that shrouded step. 2v2 now between the two teams.
At the same time, just continuing to try to hold. Cushy able to take yet another down, and all that's left is just Jesse Fash needing to push through the stairs. He's crouched. He gets the kill. It's down to the one-on-one. Monyet, here's the tap and swings out the hit shot to end the round. RRQ keeps themselves alive.
Oh, your heart had to be pounding if you're RQ after Xfero dies to those Razorvines on his own. We got to check the replay again, but I got to assume it's probably off of that Nightfall coming through. He's trying to walk through it. Yeah, gets hit by it right at the end. Maybe the decay hitting as well, but either way, rushing out of it. Falls to his own util, but his team is able to hold strong. Monyet, this time, the high risks really paying off. Look at him chuckling. He loves it when he's able to play his own game. 20 kills for both Envy and Monyet right now.
Individually tied up. What we shall see as the rounds continue to play out. There's that Viper's pit now getting invested into the C site.
Now the big question here is, do you even bother to try to trip that sheer wall? It's so risky within the Viper's pit. So RQ trying to see if there's any trap plays over by B main. None spotted. So they know they have a little bit more room to work with, but if you look at the map, I mean, look at how far forward Team Secret is. Rubble taken, and then the pit as well. So really the only thing Envy needs to worry about is just delaying on B site.
Yeah. Meanwhile for RQ though, this really limits their options quite a bit. You know, if you're thinking of going through B, like you mentioned, Envy's there. All the Vice ult is there as well. I mean, Vice util. So you really got to watch out.
If they're gonna go, maybe it's gonna be a full send with Jemkin once again, but none of this is clear. Trying to creep forward, baiting out reactions. There it is, Razorvine, first one activated.
Envy keeping that flash as well in his pocket. Estrella though, okay.
Okay, but at 40 seconds, Team Secret, look at the read they have. They say, okay, you try to push B, but you slow down. No signs of movement on C, and there's still the shear wall, so you can fight in the pit. It has to be on Rubble. I set. Crosshairs trained. Jeremy hiding away from it. Does he get it timing? As that screen comes down, he does! And the paranoia is good to hold them off. Now it's a fight for time. Only 20 seconds left for RQ.
Having to push on through. Monyet at least starts it off with the kill, swinging out off the smokes. 15 seconds left. At this point, it has to be all kills, and it's all down to Jesse Vash alongside 2G to hold and defend. He gets the first one, looking for the next. 2G goes down, swamps to the classic, and still lands the right click. Jesse Vash does it all once again!
The 4K with the classic, holding strong, and all thanks to 2G also being right out of range from that steel garden. RRQ rushing a bit too much, just never pressured Rubble, and that's so much space you have to cover. The paranoia was never drawn out, and Jesse Vash trying to get ahead of the steel garden as well. It's just heads up play from Team Secret.
Oh my god. Ridiculous. Look at that.
Oh, the
mouse flex.
All right. He's really digging into the sponsorship. You love to see it. I mean, it's been doing great for him.
Hell yeah. Still though, now Team Secret, newfound confidence pushing out against that Rubble control. Meanwhile, that presence closer towards the C site with that sheer wall once more.
It's always such a pain. I mean, for both sides though, right? Team Secret had to deal with this as well. I would argue, I think they were a bit wiser, a bit more proactive about this. But Jemkin this time successfully baits it out. Even goes for a little bit of a tag with that Arcro, so they have some information about what the positions are of Team Secret by that C side.
Okay, but right now, I mean, this is the round where the judge is in play. Surely they don't know.
Yeah, this smoke should be a little telling though, right? He's trying to get ahead of the top of the screen. Now they hear it, and they're gonna be able to push him away.
Okay, DP spent. And now that just gives RQ a little bit more space, but time is continuing to tick away.
So RRQ, if you want to play it safe, you probably use both ults to get in, but Team Secret well ahead of it. C-site absolutely empty. They expect at this point, okay, you've pushed out Rubble, sure you're going to push and pull, but it's most likely a showstopper onto that C-side. So I'm wondering if RRQ, do they go for cutting audio or just the showstopper? It looks like Nightfall already at the ready.
And so quite a bit of a send in through. But you gotta watch that time go right out the window. Right now, 20 seconds, continuing to tick. It's just Jemkin with the showstopper trying to create as much space as possible. He manages to do it, so it's the spike down for RQ.
Yeah, he's got to win this fight, though. He doesn't even get one kill. Envy already encroaching onto Waterfall. Cushy getting ahead of it. Once again, does it come down to Cushy to hold on to this site? The sheer wall is here to protect off of the backside. Waterfall already creeping in on the retake. Cushy goes down. Monyet down. Estrella trying to hold strong on the site, but it all comes down to Xpharaoh. 1v3 up top on the boxes. The Arcros delays for just a bit.
That smoke, though, so pesky. And he hears the footsteps, tries to get the flank, but not quite landing it. Jesse Vash gets the headshot and closes out the map for Team Secret, 13-9.
Team Secret just too far ahead for RRQ to course correct with that timeout, but you gotta give credit to Jesse Vash and what seems to be maybe Envy adding a lot to the calls as well, given their movement, because they started to react just fast enough, and that one timeout from Coach Meow is all that took to get them across the finish line.
It's so smooth, so fluid with how they are playing right now. I mean, some of these decisions, even on the defensive half too, they just had that one timeout, figured out how to play off timing against Cushy, and all of it just comes in full. You got to keep in mind as well, Jesse Vash with some of these plays, man.
Yeah, just good hold. Obviously, the classic multi-kill over by the A side as well. That one's going to stick with a lot of people. I mean, he starts things off nice and smooth for the team. He was really leading the charge alongside 2GE for most of the game, but then everyone else starts to come online in their own right, and the highlights are going to come from both teams. Obviously, we saw some from Jemkin, quite a few in fact, and several from Cushy. But at the end of the day, I would argue that the macro, the team play, the rotations were just a step ahead from Team Secret.
Yeah, so much of it, even on that first half, right? Closing things out quite effectively. You also got to keep in mind so many of these performances all throughout, you know, whether it's 2GE or Envy just being a little bit more aggressive. impressive with some of the decisions. At the same time, you got players like Wild, Oreo.
Iya,
who are
sorry.
individually
Lupa
putting
dicolok,
higher
ternyata
scoring
bego banget ya.
kills all throughout, but he had one round, which was quite a bit of impact against RRQ.
Lupa dicolok, guys,
Sometimes when you're meant to
PPK.
be the anchor, you just need that
PPK,
one
bocil
round just to
PPK.
be able to pass that one step and then get your team going again with the momentum not to lose it. Here's that round from Jesse Bash. Yeah, no more weapons, but it's just the Team Secret Classic he needed. And of course his Pulsar mouse. So that's going to be the first map. Team Secret's choice of Lotus as they lead 1-0 in this best of 3. We'll send it over to our analyst.
Kalau nggak bisa ngomong tuna wicara dong, bukan tuna netra. Kocak, kocak, kocak.
Jesse, Uncle Jesse threw out that old mouse that did him wrong on this very map, picked up.
Kok kita
that
punya
Pulsar
feeling
mouse
buruk
and
gini ya guys ya
let
kalau
him
sama
go.
tim
Now,
Secret ini?
There are a lot of doubters today.
Kita main Marvel kah atau main Dota gitu? Anjing, yang penting jangan main Valo lah.
And look, they would not pick this map unless they were prepared for it.
Setuju gak sih main apa gitu, yang penting jangan main Valo. Pusing banget anjing main Valo demi apapun.
No, it doesn't.
I think they played very well. RRQ did not play too poorly either. Their attacking side was quite good. They were definitely making a bit of a comeback attempt there.
Kocak.
I really like the way they were approaching
Kenapa kocak?
the push and pull of Lotus and taking space on C and wrapping back towards A or
Pusing
recognizing
bro
what
main
the
Valo
setup
bro,
was.
stres.
Something else that they did that impressed me a lot was how well they played anti-flood on B. Right from the pistol, they recognized that
Mana mimpi
really
Ascendan.
fight RRQ when they tried to go for that plant on the B side. And every
Mimpi
time
punya
RRQ
skin
takes
bagus
their
aja,
time,
setuju nggak guys? Kita rubah mimpi sekarang punya skin bagus di Valorant, mimpi kita.
From Team Secret, even when we saw them win against Global, I mean that map was more dominant, but it looked like GE were a lot more lost.
Atau mungkin ini minggu ini lagi nggak semangat aja main Valorant ya bro. Ini monyet MVP ngeri ya. Lagi kurang semangat aja kita. Gitu bro. Minggu depan pasti kita semangat lagi main Valo. Rehat lah 2 minggu gitu.
It's a very well played map all the way through from Team Secret. Now things are looking a little bit more dire for RRQ.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly it though. Team Secret, it was very intentional. The round.
Perasaan kemana sih next slasher gitu sama si apa namanya Kushi kok jago sekarang jadi ngayam gini. Kemarin jago banget waktu lawan si siapa namanya match pertama mereka, lupa aku.
Yeah, it's been great. The Arc Rose, for example, you can definitely
Pas lawan JNJ juga lumayan mereka. Ngayam gini hari ini.
For Team Secret, clearing out front B, isolating Xfero and killing him with the Prowler a couple of times as well. Some other rounds that definitely impressed me for Team Secret. I mean, this bonus was fantastic to watch. They used the timing of the Viper gas perfectly. You're going to see the Viper wall go up across A here to deny all info. This was the bonus won by Team Secret. Then you get a
lapar ya, tapi nanti aja gitu jam 6 kita baru makan pak. Setuju nggak? Aman ya?
Clears out the hole, pushes that player back, and actually as soon as it drops, you see 2GE. They're already in front of stairs to take that first entry, and then the follow-up paranoia is a really nasty timing that Team Secret ran on the bonus.
Ya Allah, Jemkin jagoan di sana doang.
That's probably a free round win on the bonus.
Yeah, as you said, this is a really nice, well thought out.
Yang bisa dibantai 4 orang pakai klasik itu loh, anjir nggak ngerti banget pak. Sedih banget ngeliatnya kita. Aduh, kita main catur dulu main game ini juga mulai bosan, aku mulai muak gitu guys main game.
You have to have those ready to go in your arsenal, so it's nice to see them really understanding the macro on this map and executing very well.
Kita minggu depan cari kehidupan dulu gitu, main keluar terus gitu. Kayak gabut-but pak, anjir demi. Apa anjir, makasih.
A really good comparison to the other day with Team Secret winning that first map, as we were talking about with Global Esports. Global, you can tell it was so obvious they had first stage jitters. So to have this comparison here, I think this is a very good look, promising look for Team Secret. But RRQ, definitely no pushover. You can tell how much they want to qualify for this tournament. So we are going to be going into map 2, which is Pearl. And we were talking a little bit about the Phoenix usage, how APAC likes to play this particular map. I mean, how do you think these two are going to match up on this?
Yeah, I think Team Secret played a very different style against Global, who were a little bit more lurky. They played a bit more of a defensive comp that you've seen from many teams on Pearl at the moment, Nongshim included, but a lot of teams playing that slower double Senti with the Astra, single Enid, sometimes even single Duelist. This is a very different approach from RRQ, who have swapped over from what they played in the off-season. They're going to be running it down. We saw some very, very fast A-set plays where they're splitting through arcade, they're popping with the Phoenix Flash, things like that. They're really going to be wanting to contest A main for the orbs as
The
well.
hair
Do
slinging,
expect a lot of orb
the
farming
best
from the Phoenix.
singing.
That's something that Team Secret will definitely have to keep in mind and play around a little bit. But I think their comp does do very well playing flexibly. You should definitely keep an eye out for some of these flash plays from Envy on the KO. They can play off of the KJ utility in the middle of the map and catch catch RRQ rather with their pants down if they speed things up too much.
Yeah, we've spoken before in the past how strong Team Secret have been historically on maps like Ascent, maps like Haven, where the comps can be a little bit more default. So we see them lean
Jangan
back over
dibilang
towards that KO
sebatas
Silver
halu,
style that suits them so well. I'm happy to see them doing
tetap
that. It'll
berada
just what really
dalam
fits them.
benakku.
RRQ take that. They want a more chaotic approach,
Mulai
right? So
hari
they bring in Vice, they bring in
ini.
the Phoenix. I think the game plan is really quite simple for the RRQ comp. So it's more about how Team Secret are going to be able to respond to that, because they've been able to see this. Especially if they do play this Phoenix again, it won't be a surprise. So Team Secret will have had some time to find some answers. So that's going to be the big thing: is can you shut down that Phoenix? Can you stop him from snowballing you with his ultimate? And that's the key to this next map.
Well, I have to ask you guys then, RRQ predictors. We talked about, you thought it was going to be a 2-0. Clearly not happening anymore.
No.
What do you think now?
I'm feeling pretty confident still. I think the first half was very convincing from Secret. Some of their attack rounds were fantastic. I felt like RQ was low-key kind of getting a bit of comeback going, though, on that attacking side. I think they just kind of tripped over themselves, and you did have some really big plays from some of the Secret guys to close it out there.
Yeah, they definitely started to find their footing a little bit more towards the end of that map, but, it's not enough at the end of the day. It was an 8-4 first half, which is, it's not terrible when you're defending on Lotus, but it's not ideal. It's far from what you want, so they need to start a little bit stronger into this second map and don't get behind.
I think this first half is going to be very important. I think Secret have opted to start defense on Pearl here, so that's going to allow RRQ to play this double duelist, play aggressive and assertive on the attacking side.
Bengong
And Secret
terus
will have already,
kerjaan.
like I said, had some ideas, playing off the KJ util in the middle of the map, perhaps with the underarm flashes, some cute little trap plays there. The only thing that really looked super shaky for them on the defense really was Jeremy's opping a little bit against Global. You saw him miss a couple
Iya,
of
minggu
shots.
depan kita
He
banyakin
tried
main-main
some
sama
of that. If they
teman-teman
can get
kita
the
kali
off
ya.
and
Aduh,
get the off
anjing.
going, then they should be just
Capek
fine.
banget main game, Pak.
Now, we did see at least one team, two teams actually, Global and PaperX, change their agent comp. The second time they played the map. Do you think this is a possibility for Secret? You did like their double initiator approach.
I mean, it's always a possibility. I think if you're a good team and you have that time and space where
Possibility
the practice is to get
around
multiple
me,
comps in
but
the
I
order, it's
don't
very,
give
very
a
effective.
shit.
If you're able to change comfortably between the two, whoever you're playing has no idea what to prepare for. It kind of doubles your opponent's workload to prepare for you. It is a great strategy, but not every team can do it. It takes a lot of work. It takes an awful lot of practice. For me, I don't think Secret need to do that. I think Secret have a lot of their own strengths, and they've been playing a similar way for a very long time. So I think they should just lean into what they're good at. I don't think they need radical changes. We saw little changes to their Lotus, but they weren't natural fits, We saw
Real
them
kah
across that
Marvel?
more meta Vice,
Kenapa dia
but I don't want to see them blow
udah
it all
suren
themselves.
lagi? Anjing kan
Stick to
kagak
the
ada
guns, and I'm
skakmat, kagak
definitely
ada
a little bit
apa.
nervous for RRQ as we head into map 2.
That's right. And some of you guys, some of the viewers did note, of course, Warbirds is the assistant coach for RRQ now, ex-head coach of Team Secret.
Boleh, boleh, Marvel ya.
That needed to be changed, just some fine-tuning for both of these teams here. This is going to be a very hard map to predict. It really can go either way, even though this is RQ's approach right now. But Secret's got a really good momentum right now.
I can see clearly now the rain is
It's also
gone.
worth mentioning that RRQ wouldn't have had to show very much on their defense. They kind of ran it down against DFM on attack, if I remember correctly, and won that game pretty quickly. So I think Team Secret, this is them going into the half that they've seen more from RRQ, and they're going to have at least seen some of the plays they want to run, because this is a newer comp from RRQ. Before they were more so playing, I think it was like Fade, Yoru, Neon, and playing that chaotic kind of pop site approach. Whereas this one is a bit more of a, the Phoenix Flash creating space and the Jet following up. Jemkin's been fantastic on the Jet, and this is why I picked this head-to-head matchup. Jemkin against Jeremy.
Bang, sepatu
on the
baru
Jet.
ya? Enggak, kagak itu dah.
Performing duelist players in the tournament. This should be
Berapa
an
hari ya?
banger.
Yeah, it's going to be an absolute op battle. I think I love both of these players on Jet. I think they have a natural affinity for the agent, and it's always a joy to watch. Like you say, the Phoenix is the biggest twist, and one thing I've already said, but I think it's absolutely worth drumming
Ya udah
home
makan
is
aja
that
anjing.
how well are Team Secret prepared for this Phoenix? I think that they will have answers ready, but it's how effective are they? How much of
What the
RFQ
fuck,
managed
anjir?
to change and adapt what they were doing with this Phoenix?
What the
since
fuck,
they last showed it?
everybody?
As you say, they didn't have to show too much on their defense, which is nice for them, but they need to be a little bit more creative. You can't
Goodbye,
just always do the same thing.
everybody.
Now this is an
Life
elimination
just begun.
match. It's kind of crazy. They're both actually so experienced getting to this point right now, and for them to be doing this, I think neither side looks very nervous that it's an elimination match. Who knows what really goes on in the player rooms? But right now, both look really calm, cool, and collected, and both of them definitely want to go to Masters Bangkok. It's only a few hours away from here, and you definitely want to represent APAC going into this from VCT Pacific.
Yeah, I think obviously that's the goal at the end of the day, but there's only limited spots, and I think Kickoff a bit of an accelerated format at the end of the day. So I think both of these teams recognize that even if things don't go their way and they're not one of the favorites to win the whole tournament or anything like that,
Sampai
then,
dipajang
they
diam.
can just focus on stage one where the points are a little bit weightier and it's a bit more of a longer drawn out format. And these teams were built to kind of rely on that existing practice and that build up of chemistry. So I think that Kickoff will not be as big of a troubling thing for them.
That's right. So we are going to go to the caster desk now. This is elimination. Are we going to get a full series from RRQ, or is this it for Team Secret to get the win? We're going to go to our casters, Chobra and Quack.
Thank you very much. A bit of a spoiler on the screen on the back, because that one went to a timer on the Korean broadcast. So you know what that means. You get more time with us. So isn't that lovely here for your Monday evening? It is Monday, right?
Yeah, it is Monday.
Here at least, here in Korea at the very least. But yeah, you know, I
Monday,
just want to
Tuesday,
say,
Wednesday.
Pilsky already talking as if like, well, maybe you just look forward to stage one and you take it slow, like, you know, take it a little bit map by map, things like that. I don't know. We're
Too
not
early?
done yet. Yeah, we're just not done yet. We don't know which team's going to do that. But obviously, being elimination for both of these teams, used to getting to the playoffs, or at least trying to, being right on that cusp, it is going to be a lot of pressure on them. So right now, we're just going to have to take some time, make sure all the players are, you know, settled, make sure all the tech is ready to go before we are able to jump in. So it does sound like we are also going to go to a short break, ladies and gentlemen. So don't go anywhere. When we come back, it is going to be that second map between these two teams, Pearl.
Let's fly.
Anjay, keren banget itu jetnya.
It's day 6 of the VCT Pacific 2025 kickoff. Stay tuned for some epic games. VCT Pacific, the future of Valorant starts here.
What the fuck, ngapain sih orang ini? Kagak jelas anjing. Wait. Kalau dia makan, ya udah. Kalau yang ini ke sini, kita ke sini. Kalau yang ini ke sini, kita ke sini.
Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, it's not us on the camera, but it's the game screen in the studio. So we are ready to jump right into map number 2. Pearl, selected by RRQ as they try to jump back into this best of 3.
Yeah, that's lovely. And like the Des mentioned, you know, RQ picking this for a good reason. They did roll this over against DFM back then, and it is that double duelist setup that really gave them that win.
We'll see if they're able to pilot it the same way. I want to say that part of it might have also been DFM trying to go for that ISO composition. It didn't work out very well, but we'll see. Team Secret also struggled with a bit of that high pressure, high pace coming out from Global Esports. We'll see what they've corrected.
Starting things off, though, Team Secret already. I mean, look at this setup from Team Secret on towards AR and everything.
Yeah, ready for that Phoenix Flash, the way they're positioned, right? Trying to get ahead of it, but that recon dart is going to let RQ back out. Scratch. But they are going to be able to get onto the site.
Wow, what a setup. And because of that, Team Secret already up towards stairs, so able to get in position and ready to receive, maybe push out and deny that spike plant if needed. But because things are smoked off, RQ managed to capture the site.
Yeah, and good positioning. Team Secret should be able to get a read of this just because of how much space they let them have, but I think this blaze wall might fake them out. It makes it look like you're trying to hold on to the backside. Someone might wrap around. There it is. Envy trying to get ahead of it against Jim.
Let them play.
The Molly and the flash, he's able to push on through with it. So one kill already coming through, but Monyet does get a death as well. Then the trades come on through. Jemkin on towards the other side, trying to hold his best abilities, but Envy able to take him down. Now all that's left, Estrella alongside Xfero off towards the back. It's Estrella who does it all to the end. The double kill to pick up the pistol round for RQ.
I love the coverage coming out from Estrella and Xfero once they realize that Jemkin has been stranded.
You're just
for one,
slow,
Jemkin flicking
you're
around, trying to get one more kill. Yeah, that was very impressive. But Monyet already proving why they picked that Phoenix, just being a menace. As long as they trade 1 for 1, and I act as that scout, I act as that delay, I've done my job. And right here, it does kind of act as a high-low, of course, with Xfero behind him up the ramp as well. And Estrella helping lead the charge there in the pistol.
That was the game plan last week as well. I mean, the Des kind of touched on it. You know, Monyet didn't have the highest
GG.
he was using this
Oke, PPK menangin first round mereka.
As well as the mollies, he touches them, goes through them at times, and really throws opponents off. So right now, the full buys up 2 ghosts in their pockets.
Oh, look at how fast Jesse as we see that kill come through. Jesse Vash already taking that ult over on A main. You recognize that it's most likely a B strike, but I don't know if you calculated Estrella getting both kills at range with the ghost.
Yeah, probably not like that. Now Xfero gets one to himself as well. Envy. So
ayo. Ayo, sekarang banget ya, sekarang banget ya. Halo mas, sekarang banget ya. Ayo. Emang udah ada di PVJ nih, udah ada di PVJ, kita lihat ya. Apa namanya PVJ Overlord. Apa sih anjing? CGV PVJ. Sama kita sekalian lihat-lihat gitu ya. 17:45 gas nggak sih? Gas nggak sih atau 20:30 juga boleh, atau kita lihat Pascal ya. CGV Pascal.
It is a very Monyet moment.
Well, that's gonna be that spike. So
Ayo, ayo.
RQ picks up the round.
Adit, ayo nonton, Adit.
Start, right? Just with those ghosts
Lagi
as
bosan
well.
banget main game, sumpah
Yeah,
demi
both
apapun
the
anjing.
Phoenix and the Astra being only 2 points away. Great ultimates on the attack, mind you. Especially even on that B site, right? You're able to put up the wall. The Phoenix able to get through and really buy that space. But a big part of it is RQ just having the read that, okay, they're
Oh,
gonna
mana
push out mid.
cara
They're gonna
ningal.
always fight that mid. It's
BEC
either A
mall.
or mid on Art where they're going to want to fight. And Xfero waits for that in that
Kontol
anti-eco.
anjing, ish.
That's why in the subsequent
Demi
rounds as
Allah
well,
anjing.
you gotta think about how Team Secret might use that to their advantage. The information right now with Killjoy setups to block off mid.
Bandung,
Ready for the push out.
Bandung.
Any potential info as well. Hides away from the recon, so lots of time still bought from RQ in terms of masking away information. They even see the 0 point come out. That's very telling from Team Secret that they want to really contest the space.
Woi, mana sih? Apa sih kok cuman kayak gini doang? Masa cuman ini doang di Pascal jadwalnya? Ah, apa sih cacat banget?
Now with the gravity while being sent through, Envy might be able to find the timing on the shot from the sides, but oh, the whole team was prepared.
Coba kalau kita lihat yang PVJ gitu. Oh, ada Overlord. Oh, di Pascal nggak ada, beneran nggak ada nggak sih? Masa sih? Idiot banget. BC 18. Ayo ke PVJ, ke PVJ. Udah PVJ aja, boleh. Sekalian kita lihat-lihat apakah lihat sepatu, lihat apakah guys lah. Mandi. Makasih teman-teman yang udah pengen nemenin aku ewean. Aku mandi teman-teman. Dadah RRQ pakente. Anjing nggak usah main game. Yo, siap-siap.